Hi guys, Alex here again. Thank you so much for your attention on my first video. I swear I didn't expect that um, amount of attention. So I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for your comments as well. They're all really nice and warm and kind, and so I thought, honestly thought that YouTube people will be kind of mean, but obviously wasn't. So I was really surprised, and yeah, thank you. So in the past few days, I had a lot of meetings again, and I had a few cancellations that were made from the client side and from my side as well. The client, one of the client canceled because of the models. The models canceled on them, so was kind of typical situation. And there was one client that was being very I don't know. I think it's part of my problem, my fault as well, because first of all, I did them a very generous quote, and I because it was so cheap, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time. I delivered very quickly as well. So I think that made them to think that the job was easy enough for me to repeat. So it was like a simple, no brief, like a product shoot, and they just sent me the products, and I did take some photos. They were like, I had to deliver 9 of them, and so as soon as I got them, I got the courier, and I just unpacked and shot them and sent it to them right away. And they got back to me in a few hours saying, and that in that email they sent me some references. So so that's one time that I have to repeat the whole process again, which took me much more time than the first one, because they had a quite different references than I expected. So that was the first time they asked me to do it all over again. So I did it and delivered. Like, I had to stay overnight, and say I delivered it like at 1 a.m. or 2 or something like that. And they got back to me in the morning and says, and they wanted me to reshoot basically. So I just told them that I can't spend any more time on it, and I just told them that I wouldn't charge for this. So so what I learned from that is that I shouldn't be begging for jobs, and I shouldn't be over promising, especially on the turnaround, and and I shouldn't be shouldn't compete with other photographers out there with the price of my service. I think that just makes my reputation bad, and I think it makes the clients to think that I'm less valuable. So yeah, I think being a Korean doesn't help as well. So it's like everything's so fast and um, everything's so competitive over in Korea. So I think I should be uh, following the New Zealand standard instead. Not that I want to be lazy, but I shouldn't be exceeding the client's need to prove myself, which turns out it actually does the opposite. And yeah, yeah. So and yeah, that's the biggest thing I learned this week, I think. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually did the same thing like about 10 years ago when I was freelancing before I was a full-time employee. And obviously I got burnt out and knocked out for a few years actually to come back to this. And yeah, I didn't even look at the cameras for a few years. But yeah, wish I don't experience that ever again. So, and yeah, keeping the work-life balance right is also important because yeah, to obviously for me to not to be burnt out again, and yeah, I really want to keep it going consistently for a long time. So yeah, yeah, I hope everything makes sense. I'm not a very good talker, so please understand. And yeah, yeah, I don't know. I started as a kind of my personal log, but yeah, since you guys watched this, so yeah, I got so many views, so I'm kind of worried that um yeah, I don't know, I can't explain. Um, yeah, so that's it for today, I think. And I'll come back in a few days again. Thanks for listening. Thank you.